D.B. Cooper. A name that sends shivers down the spines of detectives and conspiracy theorists alike. A man who vanished into thin air, leaving behind a mystery that has captivated us all for 5 decades. Who was he? What happened to him? And most importantly, where is he now? It all started on a cold and rainy night in November 1971. A man in his mid-40s, dressed in a black suit, boarded a Boeing 727 at Portland International Airport. He used the alias, Dan Cooper. The world would come to know him as D.B. Cooper. On the plane, he ordered bourbon and soda while waiting for takeoff. As soon as they were in flight, D.B. handed an envelope to the flight attendant next to him. "I have a bomb," it read. The flight attendant saw what looked like dynamite sticks inside his briefcase. D.B.'s demands were simple: $200,000 cash and 4 parachutes upon arrival at Seattle-Tacoma Airport or else. Boom. Authorities scrambled to meet his demands while passengers remained unaware of their perilous situation. Upon landing in Seattle with passengers still on board, D.B.'s demands were met without hesitation. The plane refueled and took off again with only 5 people on board: D.B., 2 pilots and 2 flight attendants. His final destination was Mexico City, but things didn't go according to plan. Somewhere between Seattle and Reno over southwestern Washington state's dense forests, an audacious escape plan unfolded before their eyes. With stormy weather raging outside, the aircraft cabin door rattled open suddenly. At 10,000 feet above ground level, it was time for D.B.'s daring leap into infamy. He strapped himself into one of the parachutes provided earlier by authorities, then leapt from rear stairs of speeding Boeing 727 amidst howling winds, torrential rain. And just like that, he was gone. The manhunt for D.B. Cooper began. It was the most extensive search in U.S. history, but no trace of him or his parachute was ever found. But what about the money? Did D.B. Cooper get away with it? 9 years later, a young boy stumbled upon a stash of cash while playing on the banks of the Columbia River in Washington state. The serial numbers matched those given to D.B., but there were only $5,800 remaining. So many questions still linger about this enigmatic figure and his fate. Was he an experienced skydiver who managed to escape undetected? Or did he succumb to the harsh elements during his daring jump? Some believe that D.B.'s true identity is Richard McCoy Jr., who committed a similar hijacking less than 5 months after Cooper's disappearance and shared some striking similarities with our mysterious protagonist. Others speculate that it could have been Robert Rackstraw or even Barbara Dayton, a transgender skydiver who later claimed she was indeed D.B. Cooper. But despite all these theories swirling around like leaves caught in an autumn breeze, the truth remains as elusive as ever. Even today, FBI agents continue their pursuit of this enigmatic figure whose legend grows larger every passing year since 1971. Determined amateurs join forces online, exchanging tips, information, hoping one day they might crack case wide open, triumphantly proclaiming, "We found him." But until then, we can only ponder, wonder. Who is D.B. Cooper really? Where did he go after vanishing into thin air on that fateful night?